Let's continue in the Fighting Dojo, starting with this guy over here. And if you're wondering if I did something off screen, then yes, I did. I caught a Magikarp, because apparently I didn't catch those things yet. And I wasn't about to go back to that one Pokemon Center over on Mount Moon just to spend $500 just to get one. No thanks, that would just be a complete waste of money. I actually took a look at Magikarp's Pokédex entry and it was kinda harsh, believe it or not. Yeah, it was really harsh. Oh, Psych Up? Well, no thanks, I don't need Psych Up. If I want to use Psych Up, I'll probably do competitive battling, which I don't do. Anyway, in this game, Magikarp's entry specifically states, and I quote, "It is virtually worthless in terms of both power and speed. It is the most weak and pathetic Pokemon in the world." Gee, I've seen some harsh Pokédex entries, but I think that one takes the cake. There are some more Pokédex entries that I would probably talk about, but not right now, probably later. Anyway, last video I said I was going to talk a little bit about Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, which I'm going to do right now. I think they're vastly improved in this game, just a little bit. I mean, back in the original games, their special stat was only 35. But if you still want to cope with them in the original games, then by all means go for it. But if I have to choose between the two of them, oops, okay, I didn't want to do that. I would probably choose Hitmonlee because, well, at least it can actually do something with its stab moves, whatever it has. I know Brick Break didn't exist back in Gen 1, so you'll just have to cope with whatever fighting type move it has, whatever it is. As for Hitmonchan, if I were to use that, I would probably wait until Gen 4, where the elemental punches are actually physical, excuse me. Yeah, Hitmonchan's special stat in this game is not very good. I think it's the same in the original games. Except now, I believe its special defense is, I guess, pretty decent. But that doesn't mean I'm going to use it. If I were to use any of these two, I would go with Hitmonlee. Because, to be honest, I think Hitmonlee is the better one. I have used it in the past, it served me well, but not this time. So yeah, in Gen 4, the elemental punches become physical, and I guess you can stick it on Hitmonchan whenever you want to, especially since it gets boosted with Iron Fist. Okay, that was the last dojo student, and here is the Karate Master himself, who's going to have those two Pokemon that I mentioned. Yeah, so obviously this fight shouldn't take a whole lot of time. I mean, I did say that these two have pretty good special defense, but yeah, I think Hypno's offensive stat is rather decent as well. And I'm actually surprised that Hypno's going first, considering, well, it's not exactly the fastest Pokemon out there. However, I don't think Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are the fastest Pokemon out there either, so yeah, it's kind of a surprise that Hypno's going first. And yep, they went down just like that, even with very good special defense, or whatever. And as a reward for beating this guy, I'm going to choose one of the two right behind him, either Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. Okay, like I said, I'm going to choose Hitmonlee because it served me well, and I think it's more useful than Hitmonchan. Trust me, I actually tried using Hitmonchan in one playthrough that I did, but yeah, I just couldn't really cope with it. I think the only moves I gave it were a few fighting type moves and even Rock Slide from that one guy in the Rock Tunnel. Yeah, you know, the move tutor. Okay, with that done, I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center and heal and head into the Silph Co building now. Yeah, I know it didn't take a whole lot of damage, but Hypno Psychic PP could be a little better. All the way up back to where it was before. Okay, now I'm going to switch Vaporeon up to the lead, so that way I can give it some more levels. I only put Hypno in the front, so that way it could get a little bit of action because of those fighting types. Okay, what are you holding? Okay, just another berry that I probably won't use. I'm going to stick the Amulet Coin on Vaporeon and not the Mystic Water. Why? Because, Well, I'm just gonna be fighting a whole bunch of rocket grunts, and all their Pokemon aren't very intimidating, so I don't think I really need a whole lot of a little power in my water-type moves. Okay, I don't think there's any hidden items on the first floor or anything. Let me just check real quick. Hold on a second. Maybe I should register the item finder, because I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time in here. Okay, I guess not. Alright, so how to get to this place a little bit faster. It's quite simple. Go to the 5th floor because the item you're looking for is the card key, and the card key is located on this floor. But first, you might have to get past that rocket grunt over here. Okay, get teleport over here and back. Okay, can I sneak past? Okay, no, I can't sneak past him. Oh well, not that it matters anyway. At least he's out of the way. So yeah, the card key is right beyond where I was going, and once you have that, then you can pretty much access all the rooms. And where I'm going to next is the 9th floor, because that's where the healing room is. So yeah, I am going to be needing a little bit of healing, so it only makes sense if I unlock that room as well. Oh, come on. Poison Sting poisons me. Yeah, it happens a whole bunch of times. Okay, hopefully Vaporeon's massive HP holds up, because I think I am going to be fighting another Rocket Grunt before I even get to a healing room. Okay, here's the card key, and now I'm going to head back to the elevator and go to the 9th floor. Lucky for me, Vaporeon has pretty good HP, which is why I chose it. Okay, I want to sneak past that guy because he's going to fight me if he sees me. Okay, now up to the 9th floor, and like I said, I'm going to have to fight another Rocket Grunt before I actually enter the healing room. Okay, that room over there, I'm not going to access it right now because I'm in a bit of a crisis. Okay, I don't really get what's up with these 4 Rocket Brothers. I mean, they're all the same anyway. So yeah, even though some of these Pokemon that the Rocket Grunts have are evolved, I'm not really afraid of them, considering I can just use Ice Beam on some of them, like, say, Golbat, or whatever else they have. Yeah, I don't keep track of whatever the Rocket Grunts have. The point is, I don't think I really need the Mystic Water, and hopefully I get a whole lot of money from these guys, because that first grunt that I fought, rather, gave me 2112. And if that's the case, then, okay, I'll take it. I'll take all the money that I can get. Considering I'll have to buy some Ultra Balls soon, because I'm getting to the point where I'll be facing the Legendaries soon. And I don't think the Great Balls are going to cover it. But I will give the Great Balls one thing, they did serve me well catching just a few Pokemon, I guess. Okay, well, thanks for the flinch. It really helped me out, because I'm not really sure what this thing actually would have thrown at me if it didn't flinch. Okay, with that done, now I can finally heal. Yeah, see how bulky Vaporeon is? That's why I chose it. Yeah, I know I said it already, but still. Pretty good. Okay, I know there's a hidden max potion over here. Actually, I didn't remember it was a max potion, I just saw it on the screen. But I did remember there was a hidden item there because I believe there was a hidden item in that one little corner back in the original games. Okay, with that done, I'm going to go back to the 2nd floor and begin this very long montage of fighting all these Rocket Grunts. Okay, is there anything over here? Okay, nope, nothing. Okay, there's the Rocket Grunt. And now it's time for me to talk about what happened in FireRed Omega involving the Celadon Gym battle. Well, as you can remember, I didn't have any trouble with Erica at all. However, in FireRed Omega, I think it would be a whole different story. Well, here's her team. Victory Bell, Vileplume, Bellossom, Jumpluff, Ludicolo, and for some reason, Blissey. But before I get to Blissey, let me talk about some of the problems that you might have facing her in FireRed Omega. The status problems, like say, oh I don't know, Sleep, and even Leech Seed. Good thing I didn't have to face any of that in the gym battle. And speaking of which, I said a few videos ago about Lieutenant Surge's gym battle about type coverage. Yeah, I think Erica actually does that too, in the form of Ludicolo, with Rain Dance and Surf. So yeah, if you're thinking of sending a fire type in there to probably do a whole lot of damage to your team, then be careful for Ludicolo because it's there to completely wreck your fire types. Also, not to mention, some of her Pokemon have Sunny Day on her team, which is good for her team since I think that boosts the speed of over half of her team members, I assume. Possibly Victory Bell, Vileplume, and I guess, I think Jumpluff as well, I guess. And probably Bellossom, if it did have Chlorophyll, that is. I don't quite remember, since I never really used Bellossom to begin with. And also Solar Beam as well. Gotta watch out for that too. Yeah, I know I said Vaporeon was pretty bulky, however, its bulk can only last for so long. A Solar Beam plus Stab, I don't think Vaporeon can take that all too well, so yeah, if I was playing FireRed Omega, then I think my team would be a little bit different. Because like I said, Vaporeon's bulk can only go so far. And as for the Blissey on her team, I believe it has Natural Cure on it. Although I'm not actually sure if that's true or not, because I'm not really sure of the ability myself. But I actually assume that it's Natural Cure. I'm pretty sure this is so because Roselia and Roserade picked that up in Generation 4. And considering they're both grass types, I take it maybe that's the reason why Blissey got Natural Cure. Or I could be wrong about that, don't quote me on it. Okay, nothing over here. And as for its moveset, it has Thunder Wave, yeah, something else to look forward to, and Ice Beam. Why Ice Beam? Well, I am not too sure about that myself. Well, maybe if you decide to send in some flying types, I guess, to deal with Erica's team. But if you really want to deal with Blissey, may I suggest doing that with physical moves like fighting types or even rock types. But not like rock and ground types like Graveler or anything, because yeah, Ice Beam is most certainly going to one-shot Graveler. Why? Because Graveler doesn't have the best special defense, so yeah, watch out for that. Also, it's not a very good idea to, I guess, maybe use moves that Grass-type Pokemon resist, because I kind of see that Erica tends to switch out her Blissey into one of her Grass types. So yeah, just try not to do that. Okay, Thunder Wave, no thanks. I don't think I really need that or anything. Okay, is there anybody down here? Okay, I think, this guy? Oh, yep. Help, I'm a Silph employee. No, I don't think so. If you were, then you wouldn't be fighting me now, would you? Oh yes, as I was talking, you saw that I was using, Water Pulse on those Magnemites. Well, this might not be a good idea, but I'm actually going to use Water Pulse on those Magnemites and the occasional Magneton. Why? Well, it's because Vaporeon's the only Pokemon on my team that can score super effective hits on those things. And yeah, it may not be a good idea because Vaporeon's weak to Electric, but yeah, it's pretty much all I have to make the battle go a little bit faster. Otherwise, I might be stuck using Psychic on those Steel types, and I really don't want to have to waste so many power points on those Steel types when I can just easily hit them for neutral hits using Vaporeon, whether I do have Stab or not. I'm actually liking some of the variety I'm seeing in this place too, as well as the Celadon Gym in FireRed Omega too. That's one thing I also like about FireRed Omega. I see a whole lot of variety. Haze, no thanks, I don't need Haze, even though it could come in a little bit handy, but no thanks, I don't think I need it. How did you know it was a rocket? Well, you fought me, didn't you? Okay, there's a hidden item over there. If you were working for Silph, then I'm pretty sure you wouldn't fight me at all. Okay, here's an Ultra Ball. And I think that's all the trainers in this place. Yeah, I guess so. So it looks like we're going to go to the 3rd floor now. But we're going to complete the 3rd floor next time, and possibly the other floors too. Seeing how far I get, that is.